What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. I'm going to talk about WWE Elimination Chamber Network exclusive. Sixth reason it's a bad idea. Elimination Chamber is one of the most unique pay-per-views in the WWE. Its titular stipulation providing an unrivaled blend of suspense and brutality beloved by fans. A quiet disappearance from this year's calendar was understandably met with widespread disappointment, especially as it was seemingly replaced by the comparatively bland Fastlane. However, an official announcement indicated that the Chamber is back. WWE slotted in a special network exclusive showcase on May 31st. The official reason for its temporary disappearance is that many large U.S. arenas have undergone renovation in recent times, dramatically shrinking the amount of potential locations capable of holding the bulky chamber structure. However, the American Bank Center in Corpus Christi, Texas has no such issues and looks to be a convenient host. While this does seem a smart piece of business by the promotion, utilizing an already established pay-per-view to drive up subscribers' number, there are several downsides. Here are 6 of the biggest reasons that WWE are making a serious mistake in this extremely savvy piece of business. Although many of these points are made out of speculation and subject to change, given the relatively restricted information released about the show so far, they suggest that the show is set to be a strangely rushed, corner-cutting attempt to solve a pair of far more complex problems. The network subscriber figure in the shrinking number of chamber-ready arenas. Number 6. It's an event worthy of main pay-per-view status. The Elimination Chamber is perhaps the most imposing stipulation that WWE has to offer. It is gigantic, intimidating, and limited to annual appearance, all features which make it one of the most spectacular match types in wrestling. Fans know that a chamber match guarantees drama, furious action, and a level of brutality not usually seen in today's PG landscape. Surely the event therefore deserves to be treated as one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year, perhaps even eclipsing Survivor Series, generally regarded as the least popular of the big four. In this regard, the relegation of the show to a network exclusive robbed both the stipulation and the pay-per-view of the incredible gravity and intensity it has always possessed. Even if the show is a monumental success from an in-ring point of view, it will reach a far smaller audience than it probably deserves. Subscribers to the network are clearly an important priority for the WWE, but they should be more careful about their potentially tarnish the grand image of their established TV pay-per-view as a sacrifice. Number 5. There's talk of a limited roster. The pay-per-view will take place on the same night as a house show in a different state. Elimination Chamber is in Texas, the house show in South Carolina, sparking rumors of a severely limited roster for a show which should really be going all out to impress potential network subscribers. It also seems rather unfair to those attending both shows, having to put up with potentially missing out on their favorite superstar due to the WWE hasty rearrangement. Big names advertised for the South Carolina show include Cena, Rusev, and Barrett, a clear indication that Elimination Chamber isn't being given the same treatment as a televised pay-per-view. Number 4. Similarity with Lockdown. Of the 2 matches announced so far, a tag title match and presumably a multi-man contest for the recently vacated Intercontinental Championship. Both are said to be taking place in the Elimination Chamber itself. This is strange as even when the Chamber match graduated to its own eponymous pay-per-view, the structure itself was reserved for WWE and World Heavyweight title matches. The idea of putting more than one match inside the chamber smack of TNA execute amateurism. Their arcade pay-per-view lockdown was apparently invented on the back of a suggestion made in jest. It does seem slightly Bush League to stage an entire show within the constraint of a single stipulation. It's the sort of thing one would expect from strategy deathmatch promotions such as CZW on a regular basis, but not a company as proud and relevantly about the book as the WWE. Number 3. No major storyline advancement. This is a problem commonly associated with the old UK exclusive pay-per-view. You could almost always predict the result of a rebellion or insurrection main event. A babyface champion will always retain his belt, while a heel champion will lose via disqualification to keep his belt. Before suffering a feel-good beatdown at the hands of the major faces, because the show was broadcast to a far smaller non-US audience, the promotion always hesitates to advance any of their major storylines at all. Our lower card belt may have changed hands, but viewers could largely skip the show and tune into Raw the following day without having missed any significant development. The upcoming pay-per-view faces a similar issue considering its network exclusive status. Will the WWE be brave enough to significantly advance any of their big storylines, or will the whole thing become a glorified episode of SmackDown, maintain the status quo as much as possible? Number 2. There potentially won't even be a WWE Championship match. Rumors have already begun to swirl regarding the relevance of the WWE Championship in relation to the pay-per-view. With Money in the Bank scheduled only a fortnight ahead of Elimination Chamber, many are speculating that the belt may not even be defended at the network pay-per-view. While it would fit Rollins' character to squirm out of an incredibly tough stipulation, it would surely deflate fans' expectations. Although the Intercontinental Championship match seems a fantastic idea, and will likely be a good match, given the amount of underappreciated talent currently in the mid-card, it's unlikely to be accepted as a satisfactory replacement for a match for the promotion top title. And number 1, the history of the Elimination Chamber will be severely diluted. The major problem with this year's Elimination Chamber is a microcosm of a key issue within the WWE as a whole. The company's attitude toward its own history and continuity has been far too aloof for years, with storylines being conveniently forgotten, remembered, rehashed, and reconned to fit the current mood. It also had bizarrely little respect for its own tradition. Commentators rarely refer to anything further ahead than the next pay-per-view, refusing to acknowledge the past or even near future. Everything is suffocatingly geared around the present. Staging an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view exclusively on the network will almost certainly dilute its legacy and future relevance. The show is likely to be shorter, packed with considerably less fanfare than a standard pay-per-view and missing various key figures, all due to the short notice with which it has been arranged. The match stipulation itself looks to be in danger, with the shoehorning of various lower card matches into its enclosed wall, and the potential absence of a WWE Championship bout. This has all happened before, of course. Hell in a Cell used to be the most fearsome match stipulation around, before it was watered down beyond recognition by the predictability of annual pay-per-views. Cell matches are no longer reserved for blood feud. Any two main event stars feuding at the right time of the year will find themselves allegedly put into such a match. Sadly, all signs point to the Elimination Chamber match to join a similar fate. At this rate, how long before we see a network exclusive Royal Rumble for the Diva Championship? Hopefully Vince, Triple H, or somebody with enough influence spot with the negative impact of this trend sooner rather than later. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.